Turbo trainers, indoor trainers, ergo, static trainer, torture machine, whatever you want to call these, they are a great way of keeping fit if the weather is simply too bad for you to get outside training, or if you want a good quality quick workout around your daily commitments. In this video we're going to show you a few different types of trainers that are currently on the market to enable you to make a decision as to which one is right for you. All the ones that we're going to show you today allow you to put your own bike on them. That has the advantage that means you're in the same position as you are out on the road, and if you've got a power meter on your bike, you'll get comparable measurements to when you're normally training. The first trainer we're going to go through with you today gets its resistance at the back here through opposing magnets. Now this is really the entry-level trainer these days on the market. You might want to consider this one if you're on a budget or you simply don't think you're going to be riding that much indoors. Other advantage apart from that price point are the fact that you can change the resistance using this thing that you can mount up on your handlebars, which makes it great if you want to do intervals during your session. On this one we've got numbers 1 to 5, number 1 being the easiest. That means we can spin along quite nicely on the big ring, just as you would do if you're in a big group on a flat road. Number 5 is the hardest, and that one's quite hard to pedal even on the small ring, just as it would be on your local climb. Disadvantage of this one? Well, being an entry-level trainer, it doesn't feel that realistic when you compare it to the feeling of being out on the road, and it's also particularly noisy. So if you're in an apartment block, or if you've got some neighbours that don't like the noise, or even a partner that gets sick of your addiction to cycling, well, then you might want to consider our next trainer. Okay, this next one is a fluid trainer, and as the name suggests, it gets its resistance from fluid here at the rear roller. The main advantage of this one over the magnetic trainer is that it's got a much more realistic road feel to it, and it's also much quieter. It's not going to annoy those people close to you as much, and also if you listen to TV or radio or music whilst you're training, you'll be able to hear that clearly without having to turn the volume up to its maximum. The main disadvantage of this fluid trainer over the magnetic one is simply the price point. It's around about 1/3 more expensive. However, there are some similarities between the two. The first is that the tyre rests against this roller here at the back. So if you start to train indoors quite a bit, you might find that your normal tyre wears down quite quickly, and you might want to consider buying a trainer-specific tyre, which could save you money in the long term. The second similarity is that they both rely on gravity. As you can see, this rear tripod section isn't fixed, so once you put your bike in here, you sit on it, it will simply push your tyre against this rear roller. And the third similarity is simply that they both fold down. So if you haven't got too much room in your apartment or house, this might be the one for you. This next trainer is called a direct drive, and as you can probably tell, the main difference is that you have to take the rear wheel out of your bike and then mount the frame onto here, where the chain will wrap around this cassette. The main advantage of this, well, it's extremely stable. There's not much side-to-side rocking, even when you're going really hard. It's also got a very realistic road feel, similar to what you experience when you're actually outside training, and it's extremely quiet, so you're not going to disturb anyone. You can also link this particular one up to different media devices to get your power data or anything else that you want if you want to take your training to that next level. And if you're somebody that wants to do sprints indoors, this is definitely the one for you, because unlike the magnetic or fluid one, you're not going to experience any rear wheel slippage. Disadvantages? Well, the price point for starters, it's almost double the price of the fluid trainer, and you've also got to consider the fact that you're probably going to want to buy an extra cassette to save you changing it from your wheel onto the trainer every time you want to use it. The only other disadvantage is really the bulkiness of it. Even when you've folded this leg down, it still takes up quite a lot of room in comparison to the others, so if you're stuck for space where you live, you might want to go back to the other two. There is another type of trainer on the market, and they are called rollers. You'll see track riders warming up on these a lot before their events, and that's because they can really get a lot of leg speed because there isn't that much resistance. Another advantage of these is that it makes time go past that little bit quicker, because you actually have to concentrate on keeping upright, which, believe me, is a lot harder than Rochelle Gilmore makes it look. Disadvantage of these? Well, that lack of resistance means that if you're a powerful rider, you might not have enough there to be able to get a decent interval workout done. So as a quick recap, when trying to decide which trainer is right for you, well, of course, firstly you need to stay within your budget, but secondly you need to consider how much noise is going to affect those around you, thirdly how much you're actually going to be training indoors, and finally what type of workouts you want to do and how scientific you want to make them.
45 seconds flat out.